subscribe to my channel. Eat healthy, nutrient-packed foods. Mom's nutritional needs aren't the only ones that are going to be challenged in the baby-making process. Men need fertility-boosting foods too. Research shows that dads to be need lots of vitamins C and E, zinc, and folic acid, found mainly in natural foods like veggies, fruits, whole grains, and lean protein. Antioxidant-rich foods, like walnuts, and, again, fruits and veggies, have also been shown to boost sperm quality. What's more, deficiencies of vitamin C, D, E, zinc, selenium, folic acid, and healthy fats, such as omega-3 fatty acids, may interfere with sperm production and quality. On the other side of the coin, some foods are bad for sperm. Diets high in saturated fats, fried foods, fatty or processed meats, and baked goods, can reduce semen quality, and some research suggests that a high intake of soy foods is associated with lower sperm concentration. So for the best swimmers, make sure your guy has a nutritious, well-rounded diet and takes a daily multivitamin. And hey, if the old adage is true that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, a little healthy home cooking may help get things cooking in the bedroom. Reduce stress. Stress can interfere with the production of sperm, not to mention make sex a lot less fun, or non-existent, so help your guy relax. Make sure he gets enough sleep and regular exercise, but no ultramarathons. Excessive exercise has been shown to decrease testosterone levels and sperm quality. And you can try some relaxation exercises like meditation or deep breathing, or give him a massage. Turn off the heat. While you're trying to conceive, it's important for your partner to keep his nether regions cool. Saunas, steam rooms, long, hot baths, and hot tubs can raise your man's body temperature temporarily, lowering the number and quality of his sperm. So keep your guy out of the heat, and keep that electric blanket off limits for now too. Quit smoking and drinking. Cigarettes and recreational drugs are linked to lower sperm count. Heavy alcohol consumption can lower a man's numbers too. The combination of these habits is particularly harmful to male fertility. What more, studies show that men who smoke have lower sex drives and less frequent sex. Plus, smoking, recreational drugs, and alcohol can also possibly affect his performance in the bedroom. The best bet is to cut way down on all of these, or even better, cut them out. Once you become pregnant, second-hand smoke will put your pregnancy and baby at risk. Have sex regularly. Abstinence may make the heart grow fonder, and the libido grow stronger, but it doesn't do anything to increase your odds of scoring at conception roulette. So if your man has been cutting back on sex, and stepping up on cold showers, in order to store up a sizable supply of sperm for when you'll need it most, ovulation time, you'd be wise to rethink this strategy. Male fertility research suggests if your guy has a normal sperm count, you'll have the best chance of conceiving if you have sex every 1 to 2 days. If your guy has a low sperm count, you're better off having sex every 2 days instead of doing the deed only every 2 weeks. Indeed, prolonged abstinence has little positive effect on conception and can actually decrease a couple's chances of hitting baby bingo, even for men with low sperm counts. How so? While holding back does increase the number of sperm, a good thing in that more boys are available to start the drip. Abstinence longer than 1 day decreases sperm mobility and appearance, a bad thing because there are fewer boys strong enough to make it to the finish line. On the flip side, overdoing the deed, say, more than once a day, won't boost your chances in the baby-making lottery. That's because ejaculating more than once a day won't give him time to regenerate his sperm, and you'll want a good supply every time you get down to business. Watch his weight. It may take longer for women who are overweight or obese to get pregnant than women who are at a normal BMI, and research shows that men who are overweight are more likely to have fertility problems too. One study suggested that a 20-pound increase in a man's weight may increase the chance of infertility by about 10%. Men who tip the scales too far on the opposite end may also have a problem. Having a very low BMI, less than 20, may reduce sperm quality and concentration. So work together to reach a healthy, stable weight to ensure optimum baby-making potential. Steer clear of the wrong chemicals. Dads to be should try to avoid or reduce exposure to hazardous chemicals, like lead, pesticides and other toxins, found in some industrial workplaces, which can hamper a healthy conception. Check out the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, for information on chemicals that are hazardous to fertility and to find out if there are risks at your man's job site. If he has to work around hazardous chemicals, there are some things he can do to reduce his exposure to dangerous substances. He should always wear gloves, protective clothing and a respirator when working around toxic chemicals. He should avoid skin contact with the chemicals. He also needs to make sure he washes his hands before eating or drinking. To decrease the chances of him bringing toxic substances home, he should change out of his work clothes and shoes and wash with soap and water, at least his hands, before he goes home. Then have him shower as soon as he gets home. He should also wash his work clothes separately from other laundry. Get a preconception checkup. Just like the future mom-to-be, would-be dads should check in with the doc. At the preconception visit, the doctor can ensure that any and all chronic conditions are under control. The two will also discuss any medications he's taking and whether or not they may affect fertility, his family history, whether genetic testing is recommended, and any lifestyle choices that may affect conception or pregnancy. And so that he doesn't spread any illnesses like the flu or chicken pox to the mom during pregnancy, or the baby after birth. The doctor will also catch him up on any needed immunizations. Keep laptops on your desk. Research has found that men who use a laptop on their laps have lower sperm counts, potentially because the heat from your computer can raise the temperature of the testes, lowering sperm count. So when your man is busy on his laptop, offer him a lap tray, or better yet, a desk. Take a break from biking. Avid cyclists who spend more than several hours a week in the saddle might want to cut back on rides, at least until the baby making is accomplished. Again, those tests can be testy about performing when you're under stress. If you or your guy are concerned that he might have a low sperm count, discuss it with your doctor. And try not to freak out about it too much. Remember, a low sperm count doesn't mean infertility. With a few lifestyle changes, he may be able to boost his numbers, and your chance of conceiving. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for new video update.